Eventually, they go to the refrigerator and they see the note. They open it up and they see the FBI donuts.
If you crave more content like this, then go ahead and leave us a like and smash that red subscribe button right now. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to our channel. Taking the Federal Bureau of Investigation, one of the most esteemed law enforcement in the United States of America, on a 2.5-year chase, Kevin Mitnick was determined to slip through by the clutches of legalities. But the law has long enough hands to catch whoever is found in violation of them, and that's exactly what happened. His luck ran out and karma came for him. The FBI finally caught the guy after 2 years of constant search. It's not a child's play to use one's understanding of societal functions and the world of the computer to manipulate the situation in your favor. Yet, at the young age of 12, Kevin had unlocked how to navigate through, bending conditions in his favor, either out of fun or just to check it out. It was a liberating experience for him, and he was resolved to make the most of it. Number 3. Initiation of deception. Born in Van Nuys, California, Kevin Mitnick grew up for the most part in Los Angeles. He was equipped with enough street smart to play the long con as he recognized a loophole in the local bus service. While taking up a part-time job as a radio host, Kevin sought to save as much as he possibly could, and so he did. He saw that the hole puncher most bus operators used punched different shapes of holes. How did he solve that? By obviously buying a hole puncher, the exact same model those bus drivers used. Then he went on to scrounge for bus tokens from the bins and trash cans besides the bus garage. So he searched and scoured in order to collect unused bus tickets and use them from onwards. To get the information he needed regarding the hole puncher, a piece of essential knowledge in the accomplishment of the task, he struck up a casual conversation with the bus operator and tricked him into believing that he needed the hole puncher for a school project. Besides, who will suspect a preteen to exploit the structural workings of the bus functionality? This was an example of social engineering, which Kevin did and didn't even know what it meant. A method he would employ to obtain useful information to get his way.
Jackpot! And I go, wow, and I get in the trash can and there's like tons of, half-used books of these blank transfers.
Number 2, hacking into firms. In the year 1979, quietly typing away at his computer, hunched in front of a screen, Kevin Mitnick was fulfilling the dare he was challenged by a number of his peers, his fellow hackers. He was dared to creep into an intricate computer system known as the ARC, located at the Digital Equipment Corporation, or known by its abbreviation DEC or DEC. The ARC, located at DEC, was a system designed and programmed in order to manage the source code for DEC's RSTS/E operating system, a software. Kevin, the genius he was only equipped with the system's modern dial-up number, and for Kevin, this was more than enough to start with. Mr. Mitnick, confident in himself, knew he would still require a lot more to emerge as the winner of a dare. Striving to search for the name and the phone number of the ARC system administrator, and successfully doing so, Kevin rang him up and employed his mastered skill of social engineering. He took up the identity of Anton Kurnoff, one of the leading developers at DEC. Kevin complained he couldn't access his account and the sensitive information password protected through strict measures. The administrator, fooled and duped by the spotless impression done by Kevin, held no doubt that the person who called him was Anton Kurnoff and went on to create an account to deal with the issue he faced. The ARC, a system so well protected, also demanded an entirely different dial-up password, Buffoon, to which Kevin immediately catered to as well. The access to the new account allowed him to boast and gloat in front of his fellows. The entire practice was done so faultlessly that it left everyone in awe. The hackers' group was completely taken aback, and Kevin held nothing back when showing off his skills. All of them were in disbelief of the stunt he had just pulled, but his little stunt would get him back after 9 years, and the group first detached away from Kevin, then went on to exploit the access and signed into the ARC with them, and began noting down the DEC source codes. After downloading all the codes and the information, betrayed Kevin and called the administration department that overlooked the security concerns of DEC and snitched out Kevin Mitnick. They told them how he had hacked into their system and stole sensitive information. At the tip, DEC decided to initially charge Kevin with a whopping $4 million in damages to compensate for the gross violation and the criminal activity, but U.S. Attorney James Sanders later estimated and dictated the actual cost of repairing the security loopholes and gaps were more alike to $160,000, and therefore the punishment was lessened.
Eventually, they go to the refrigerator and they see the note. They open it up and they see the FBI donuts. Unfortunately, they didn't eat one of them.
Number 1. Chase and caught. Kevin was notorious for his misdoings and the knack to hack into complex computer systems just because he could. He was well known among the law enforcement agencies for his multiple and frequent run-ins with them. His portfolio or criminal record increased over the years. Preceding his arrest, he was already nicked, charged and prosecuted with many accounts of misdeeds of unauthorized access to systems and hacking of many sources. His record goes like this. In 1981, a teenager, Kevin was indicted for stealing technical manuals regarding computers from Pacific Bell and was consequently punished to probation. He then served half a year behind bars in 1983 for hacking into computer systems for the University of Southern California. In 1987, Kevin was handcuffed for illegally accessing the computer systems of a software developer in Santa Cruz and got the verdict to serve probationary time of 3 years. Then, in 1988, Kevin was again taken under custody for copying software with no authorization from Digital Equipment Corporation, the one that decided his fate. During the trial brought on by DEC, Kevin's defense attorneys countered that his hacking activities were merely an addictive behavior that he couldn't control, but regardless of the argument, he was sent for a year to jail, added with 6 months under house arrest. After being warned of an inevitable arrest, Kevin went underground, hiding away from the authorities, but his hacking didn't stop there. He attacked the computers of California cybersecurity expert Tsutomu Shimomura, who then went on to help the FBI in chasing and pinning down Mitnick to North Carolina. And so, after a broadcasted and publicized chase, the FBI finally arrested Kevin on February 15, 1995. He was found in his flat in Raleigh, North Carolina, charged for federal offenses and sentenced to a 2.5-year period due to his hacking that consisted mainly of computer and wire fraud. His apartment produced multiple cloned cellular phones and over 100 cloned phone codes in addition to false identification documents. Kevin consequently was found guilty of 14 counts of wire fraud, 8 counts of owning illegal breaking devices, tapping of wire or electronic connections, hacking of a federal system, and causing damage. And so, in 1999, Mitnick decided to take up the plea of being guilty on 4 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of computer fraud, and 1 count of tapping a wire communication. And as a section of a plea deal before the United States District Court for the Central District of California in Los Angeles, he was sentenced to 46 months in prison plus 22 months.
It was kind of an accomplishment.
So what did you guys think of Kevin Mitnick's dirty hacking capabilities? Would you somehow use it for your own benefits or abide by the rules and respect other people's privacy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below while also smashing that like button and subscribing to our channel to view more awesome videos like this in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are already on your screen as they're just as good as this one. And with that, I'll be catching you guys later in another video.